Good morning, students. Akshay sir here. In my last lecture, if you remember, we have gone through what do you mean by the word share and what is equity share and what is preference shares, right? Let me remind you once. This is equity shares. We have studied what equity share is. A share which is not a preference share is called as equity share, and after that we have studied features of equity share. Then we have studied what is preference shares and what are the different features of preference shares, right? Now in today's lecture we are going to study what are the different types of preference shares. So if you can see in the tree diagram, there are 8 different types of preference shares. There are 4 boxes and every box includes 2 types. So in all there are 8 types of preference shares. Let me remind you once. A preference share is a share which get preferential treatment in 2 matters. Number 1, payment of dividend at the end of the financial year and repayment of capital at the time of winding up of a joint stock company. So now in this particular short note we are going to study what are the different types of preference shares. First type of preference shares is called as cumulative preference shares, and the partner of cumulative is non-cumulative. वैसे पेयर में है cumulative, non-cumulative, participating, non-participating, convertible, non-convertible, redeemable and irredeemable, right? The only difference here is the next type will begin with non. See, here it is non, here it is non, again here it is non, but at the word here begins with the letter R. It is not non-redeemable, right? It is irredeemable. You can say this is irredeemable. हम लोग बोलते हैं ना responsible, irresponsible, respective, irrespective. वैसे ये redeemable and irredeemable preference shares, right? So one by one we will study what is cumulative preference shares. पहले हम लोग इसको पढ़ते हैं. Cumulative preference share क्या होता है? Very simple. You know that at the end of every financial year, company declares dividend out of the profit which is earned by the company during that financial year. If you have cumulative preference shares and due to less profit, if any year any company has not paid dividend for say 1 year or 2 years or 3 years, right? At that time, if you have cumulative preference shares with you, then your right to earn the dividend, your right to receive dividend is accumulated. Here you can see the word accumulating. Accumulate का मतलब होता है जमा होना, right? ये जो word यहाँ पे दिख रहा है तुम लोगों को cumulative, it is derived from the word accumulation. ACCUMULATION. तो accumulate का मतलब होता है जमा करना. So if you have cumulative preference shares, right, then your right to get the dividend of this particular previous year in which you have not received a dividend due to less profits, right, this particular right is accumulated. You can see here the word is highlighted. The right is accumulated in case of cumulative preference shares. It means whenever a company will earn sufficient profit in the future, right, then the accumulated dividend for the past years is presented to the shareholder. At that time you must have cumulative preference shares with you. If your shares are, you can see, if your shares are non-cumulative preference shares and if company here has not declared dividend due to lack of sufficient profit or due to no profit or less profit, right, then the right to claim dividend will lapse. Here you can see the word, the right to claim the dividend will lapse. मतलब you will not have any right to make profit or to earn profit of the past years during which company has not paid any dividend. In case of cumulative preference shares, you will get dividend in the next year also, but in case of non-cumulative preference shares, if you will not have any dividend for any financial year, it is gone, it is lost forever. You don't have right to recollect that dividend, that is cumulative and non-cumulative preference shares. Then the next type is participating preference shares, right? Participating preference shares are those shares who have right to participate in the surplus profit of the joint stock company. Here you can see the word surplus profit. See this, here is the word surplus profit, right? Let me explain you what surplus profit is. Whenever a company earns profit, basically profit is earned after paying interest to dividend, interest to debenture holders, depositors, bond holders, etc. So after paying them interest, whatever amount is left with the company is called as profit. From that particular profit, first right will be given to preference shareholders, right? So from that profit, dividend will be paid to preference shareholders. After that, there will be equity shareholders. Equity shareholders will get the dividend, and after paying dividend to equity shareholders also, let me remind you once, पहले जब कंपनी को प्रॉफिट मिलेगा तो प्रेफरेंस शेयर होल्डर को डिविडेंड मिलेगा, प्रेफरेंस शेयर होल्डर को डिविडेंड मिलने के बाद फिर से इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स को डिविडेंड मिलेगा. एंड आफ्टर पेइंग डिविडेंड टू इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स, इफ एनी प्रॉफिट रिमेन्स, राइट, इफ एनी प्रॉफिट रिमेन्स मतलब अगर इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर को डिविडेंड फ्लक्चुएटिंग रेट से डिविडेंड बांटने के बाद भी, हम लोगों ने फीचर्स में पढ़ा था कि द रेट ऑफ डिविडेंड इन केस ऑफ equity shares is fluctuating and the rate of dividend in case of preference share is fixed. So after paying dividend to equity shareholders, any profit remains, any profit left, right? Here you can see the word any profit remains, then such profit is called as surplus profit. And at that time, if you will have participating preference shares, at that time if you will have participating preference shares with you, right, you will get one more dividend, one more time of dividend which you will earn from the surplus profit, and this particular right is only given to participating preference shares. It means a participating preference shareholder will have dividend 2 times in the same financial year. Please pay attention. If you will have cumulative preference shares, you will get 2 times dividend, but first dividend will be of last year and second dividend will be from this particular year. But if you will have participating preference shares, or if you have participating preference shares, you will get dividend 2 times from the current year only. Right, it is not from the past year, it is from the current year. And on the contrary, if you will have non-participating preference shares, you will not have right to participate in the surplus profit according to the provisions mentioned in articles of association. So at that time, whenever you will have a participating preference shares, these shareholders are only entitled to get dividend once in a financial year. You will not have right to share surplus profits of the joint stock company, right? Here you will get dividend only once. Okay. Then the next type is convertible preference shares. It is comparatively easy. Convertible preference shares are those preference shares which can be converted into equity shares of the joint stock company at the desire of the shareholder after a particular period of time. It means, for example, if these shares are issued for 5 years, right, after 5 years the company will give a chance to the shareholder, that is a shareholder will have right to convert, here you can see the word right to convert, his preference shares into equity shares. It means the preference shareholder, here you can see the word, the preference shareholder will have right to convert his preference shares into equity shares of the same joint stock company after a particular period of time, right? So if the preference shareholder will convert his shares into equity shares, he will get voting rights. As you know that equity shareholders have voting right, and he will start earning dividend at fluctuating rate. In case if you have non-convertible preference shares, here you can see the heading non-convertible preference shares, then you will not have right to convert your shares into equity shares of the joint stock company. Your amount which you have invested in the preference shares will be returned to you after a particular period of time. You don't have right to convert your preference shares into equity shares. Next point is redeemable preference shares. Basically you must know what do you mean by the word redeem. See the spelling REDEEM. Here you can see the word redeem, REDEEM. To redeem is to buy back. If you have a notebook with you, please write it down. To redeem is to buy back. बाय बैक मतलब हमारी ही बेची हुई चीज़ हम ही लोग उसको खरीद लेंगे. बाय मतलब खरीदना, बैक मतलब फिर से. मैंने ही कोई कमोडिटी तुम लोगों को बेची और मैं ही तुम लोगों से वो वापस खरीद लूँगा. ये कैसे होता है मैं तुम लोगों को समझाता हूँ. इफ़ एनी कंपनी विल इशू redeemable preference shares at the time of issuing redeemable preference shares, the company will tell the shareholders that these shares will be redeemed after a particular period of time, say 5 years, right? So during on 1st January 2001 I have issued you shares, you have paid me money. Please carefully see the transaction. On 1/1/2001 I have given you the shares, you have given me the money. I have given you redeemable preference shares. Here you can see the heading, redeemable preference shares. And when I have issued you such redeemable preference shares, I have already instructed you that these shares are for 5 years. For example, these shares are redeemable after 5 years, that is on 31st December 2005, right? On 1/1/2001 I have issued you shares and you have given me money, and now on 31st December 2005 I am going to redeem my preference shares. That is, now you are going to sell your preference shares to me. So the company which I have issued preference shares to the shareholders again repurchase the same preference shares from the shareholders. 2001 में मैंने शेयर बेचे और तुम लोगों ने खरीदे. अब 2005 में तुम लोग शेयर बेचोगे, कंपनी को वापस करोगे और कंपनी तुम्हारे पैसे तुम लोगों को रिटर्न कर देगी. During this particular period of 5 years, you will get dividend from the divisible profits at a fixed rate, and after a particular period of time, these particular preference shares are redeemed by the company. Hence, these shares are called as redeemable preference shares. It means the shares which are redeemed after a particular period of time by a joint stock company, right? And one more point to note here is these particular preference shares must be fully paid preference shares. Fully paid preference share is that preference share of which entire face value is paid, right? If the share is of 10 rupees, you will have to pay entire 10 rupees to the company, and after the share once become fully paid, it can be redeemed by the joint stock company. And on the contrary, if you will have irredeemable preference shares, right, the shares which are not redeemable, that is payable only on the winding up. Here you can see you will get return the amount which you have invested in irredeemable preference shares only at the time of winding up of the joint stock company, जिसको liquidation भी बोला जाता है, liquidation or winding up, right? So some companies prefer not to issue irredeemable preference shares because you will have to pay dividend for the entire life of the joint stock company. So normally the shares are redeemable which are repaid after a particular period of time. So on the contrary, if you will have irredeemable preference shares, then investment in irredeemable preference shares will be returned only at the time of winding up of the joint stock company. During the lifetime of the joint stock company, you will not get your investments back from the company. Okay, so these are the 8 different types of preference shares. Now please take 1 minute to go through all the different types of preference shares, and after that we will proceed with the next topic. Okay, I hope you have gone through the topic. Now the next topic actually is retained earnings, one of the type of owned capital, that is retained earnings, which is also known as flowing back of profit. But as we have started with the topic share and equity shares and preference shares, so I will skip this particular topic for some time and I will proceed to some sources of borrowed capital. If you remember that there are two sources of capital, that is owned capital and owed capital, right? When owned capital, O-W-N-E-D, here you can see the word, when owned capital is not sufficient to run the business, then a joint stock company may borrow some amount from outsiders, that is borrowed capital. It is also known as owed capital, O-W-E-D, right? Here the word is owned. Owned matlab khud ka. If you will replace this particular word by O-W-E-D, only this N will be missing, right? So it is called as owed capital. Owed capital is also called as borrowed capital. Board of directors will have an authority to collect borrowed capital depending upon the financial conditions of a joint stock company. So I will start with the first way of borrowed capital, first source of borrowed capital, that is debentures. Here you can see the word debentures, right? Basically the word debenture, here you can see the word debenture is derived from the Latin word debere, which means to owe. This particular line is important for Phillips, right? The word debenture, the term debenture is derived from the Latin word debere, which means to owe. To owe का मतलब होता है उधार लेना. This particular word debenture in English is derived from the Latin word debere, D-E-B-E-R-E, debere, which means to owe, O-W-E-O. To owe का मतलब होता है to borrow. अगर मैंने तुम लोगों से कुछ पैसा उधार लिया तो इसको बोला जाएगा to owe, right? So debentures are the sources of borrowed capital. Yeah, debenture is one of the sources from borrowed capital which a company borrows when a company borrows money for long and medium term. Here you can see the word for long and medium term to cater the financial needs of the joint stock company. It is called as debentures, right? There are various definitions of debentures, but first I will explain the definition given by Palmer, P-A-L-M-E-R, Palmer. What the definition says: a debenture is an instrument. Here you can see the word instrument, right? Instrument here means a piece of paper like a share certificate, right? So debenture is a debenture certificate. So it is an instrument under the seal. If you know that joint stock company is an artificial association, it don't have hands, it don't have body, right? Joint stock company cannot sign any document as it don't have any body, right? So this particular common seal, SEAL, common seal is nothing but the signature of a joint stock company. So a debenture is an instrument under the common seal. This word is very important. Evidencing debt. Evidence का मतलब होता है proof और debt का मतलब होता है कर्जा. Evidencing debt का मतलब होता है कंपनी ने लिए हुए कर्जे का proof. So a debenture is an instrument under the common seal of the joint stock company, which is an evidence of the debt taken by the joint stock company. And again the next line is, the essence of being is the admission of indebtedness. मतलब जिसको issue करके कंपनी अपने indebtedness का पुरावा प्रूफ देती है, it is called as a debenture. Indebtedness मतलब क्या होता है कि when you will borrow money from a particular person, that is debenture holder, then that debenture holder becomes creditor of a joint stock company. In BK you might have studied creditor is a person to whom amount is payable and debtor is a person from whom amount is receivable. So indebtedness means the particular joint stock company has borrowed some funds from the debenture holder. So it is the admission of indebtedness. It is nothing but the proof, right? The company accepts that I have taken, it has taken some amount of loan from the debenture holder. So it is an instrument under the joint seal of the joint stock company, which is an evidence or a proof of company's indebtedness, right? Now next definition is by Toffen. Up to last year's textbook, here the word is TOPHAN and now it is printed as TOPHAM. I don't know why it has happened, but actually it is Toffen, TOPHAN. Okay, let it be. What the definition says: a debenture is a document given by the company. Again the same, issued by the company, given by the company, it's same. Next word is as an evidence of debt, right? As an evidence of debt. Again the same words are there. Evidence का मतलब होता है proof, debt का मतलब होता है कर्जा. To the holder, a person, now pay attention, to the holder, whenever a person purchases debenture of a joint stock company, then that particular person becomes creditor of the joint stock company. So it is issued to the holder, it means to the debenture holder. Next line is usually arising out of loan. Very important point. As company has borrowed some money from the debenture holder, it is a type of loan, right? So usually arising out of loan. And next word is very important point, most commonly secured by charge. This particular phrase or these words are very important. Most commonly secured by charge. It means debentures cannot be unsecured. If you want to collect, if you want to raise capital by issuing debentures, then you must have to keep some property of joint stock company as a security, and on the basis of that security you are going to issue debentures. I will explain this particular point in detail in the features, but pay attention that bonds can be issued without security, but debentures cannot be issued without security. Now this particular meaning is left according to section 2 subsection 30. ये मैंने तुम लोगों को लास्ट टाइम बताया था. You cannot say 230. 230 मतलब 230. No, it is not like that. According to section 2 subsection 30 of Indian Companies Act 2013, right? What debenture means? The word debenture includes, here the definition is, the word debentures includes debenture stock. If you remember, this particular definition of debenture is just like the definition of shares. The word share means a bundle of fully paid shares put together for convenience, which includes stock, something like that. Okay, so the word debenture includes debenture stock, comma, bonds and any other instrument of a company evidencing a debt. If you will pay attention toward all the definition, this particular phrase is common in every definition, that is evidencing a debt, proof of debt. So basically a debenture is nothing but a proof of debt which is taken by the joint stock company, debt taken by the joint stock company, whether constituting a charge on the assets of the company or not. In India, frankly speaking, this or not words are not applicable, because in India every debenture is secured debenture. You cannot issue unsecured debentures in India, right? So after considering all the definitions, you will come to know that debenture is nothing but an acknowledgement of debt issued by the company under its common seal. This was the most common definition in the last year's syllabus. Dividend is an acknowledgement of debt issued by the joint stock company under its common seal, right? This here, it is an instrument is issued in the form of debenture certificate under the common seal of the company, which is nothing but actually an acknowledgement of debt taken by the company. Now please go through all the definition once, then I will explain you the features. Okay, I hope you have gone through the definitions. Now please proceed with the features of debentures. First feature is promise. Every debenture is nothing but a promise which is given by the joint stock company to the holder, that is debenture holder, that the company has borrowed some particular amount of money from him and it is going to repay this particular amount after a specific period of time. It is nothing but a promise. Number two, face value. I hope that I think I have explained this particular point of face value in features of preference shares. At that time I have already told you that equity shares have voting rights, hence face value of equity shares is less. Preference shares don't have any voting rights, so face value of preference shares is more. And again, all the debenture holders are the creditors of the joint stock company, so they don't have voting rights, hence face value of debenture holders face value of debentures is always more, just like ₹100 or in the multiples of hundreds. यहाँ पे एक बात हमेशा याद रखनी है कि whenever you will have voting rights, the face value will be less. Equity share has voting rights, so face value is less. Preference shareholders and debenture holders, they don't have any voting rights, so face value of preference shares and debentures, both the things are very high. For example, if equity share is of say 10 rupees, then preference shares face value may be 50 and the debentures face value may be 100. Okay. Next point is time of repayment. Every particular debenture is repaid after a particular period of time except irredeemable debentures that I will explain you later. This line is very important. The principal amount, principal का मतलब होता है मुद्दत. The principal amount of debenture is repaid on the maturity date. The debentures are issued for a specific period of time. Hence, you will get your amount back on the maturity, that is on a particular fixed date in the future. Next, priority in repayment. Very important point. Priority in repayment, what it means, if any company will fail to repay amount of debentures on maturity date, then the claimant will have right over the property of a joint stock company. So your amount will not be lost. You can save your amount by selling the property which is kept as a security. And if any company goes to winding up, that is before maturity date, अगर कोई company डूब जाती है, then the debenture holders will sell the security which is kept with the joint stock company and they may get their amount back. Next point is assurance of repayment, that as debentures are issued for normally long period, right? So they have assurance of repayment of their investment on a particular date, and for protecting their interest in the long run, the company keeps some property as a security. According to provisions of Indian Companies Act 2013, in India you cannot issue unsecured debentures. Every debentures must have a security before issuing it. Next point, very important. In some books you will find this particular heading interest. Here instead of interest it may be a reward, right? Reward बोलो, interest बोलो, एक ही है. What it means? Interest is the reward which is paid on investments in debentures. Interest is paid irrespective of the profit of a joint stock company. It is not dividend. मैंने लास्ट टाइम भी तुम लोगों को बताया था कि डिविडेंड का मतलब होता है लाभांश which is given to the shareholders, whether equity shareholders or preference shareholders, right? Dividend is issued only when profits are there. But as this thing is interest, है ना? It is interest, it is not dividend. Payment of interest is fixed liability of the company, whether you earn profit or you may not earn profit, right? मतलब कंपनी प्रॉफिट कमाएगी या नहीं कमाएगी, उससे मुझे कोई लेना देना नहीं है. I must get interest at a particular fixed rate at the end of financial year. I am not anyway concerned with the profits of the joint stock company, as I am a creditor, not a shareholder. Next, this particular point is important. Parties to the debenture. In case of shares, there are only two parties. First is shareholder and second is the company. But in case of debentures, there are three parties. First party is company. Here you can see company. Third party is debenture holders, और company और debenture holders के बीच में होते हैं trustees, right? कंपनी वो होती है जो पैसे बोरो करती है लोगों से. फिर डिबेंचर होल्डर वो होते हैं जो कंपनी को पैसे लेंड करते हैं. कंपनी बोरोज इट, डिबेंचर होल्डर लेंड्स इट, राइट? दे गिव loan to the joint stock company and they get debenture certificate as an evidence, and between company and debenture holders there are some people which are called as trustees, right? This is the third party which is not there in case of shareholders, because shareholders are the owners of the joint stock company and debenture holders are the creditors of the joint stock company. So what actually the what the trustees are, let me explain you. If the company appoint a debenture trustees, if it is offering debentures to more than 500 people, then there must be some party between company and debenture holders, and this particular company may make an agreement with the trustees. It is known as trust deed. right? Trust deed is nothing but an agreement between the company and the trustees that this particular company is going to borrow some money from the debenture holders. After allotting them debentures, then there will be some rights which are confirmed to debenture holders. The trustees must have some power to exercise, etc. So trustees are nothing but the middlemen or the intermediaries between company and the debenture holders, right? Next point is authority to issue. Pay attention, this thing is again important for filling the blanks. Board of directors have authority to issue debentures. Pay attention, shareholders, though they are owners, they don't have authority to issue debentures. Board of directors have authority to issue debentures depending upon the financial conditions of the joint stock company. Next point is status of the debenture holder. I have explained you this particular point initially, that debenture holders are the creditors of the joint stock company. They don't have any voting right. They will get interest at a fixed rate after the financial year comes to an end, and once the debentures are redeemed after a particular period of time, their amount which they have invested in the debentures, they will get it back. Point number 10 is no voting right. As I have said in the 9th point that the debenture holders are creditors, so that they don't have voting right regarding the management of the joint stock company. They cannot vote in the general meeting. If you have studied 11th standard very well, you know that the general meeting is meeting of shareholders. Here debenture holders don't have any role to play, right? So they don't have any voting rights. Okay. Next point is security. I have explained this particular point in the beginning. Any company in India cannot issue unsecured debentures. Every company will have to keep some property as a security before issuing the debentures. In India, pay attention, in India, issuing unsecured debentures is prohibited. Prohibited का मतलब होता है कोई भी joint stock company इंडिया में unsecured debentures इशू कर ही नहीं सकती, चाहे तुम्हारी कंपनी कितनी भी फाइनेंशियली स्ट्रॉन्ग हो. नाउ नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज issuers. This point is important, right? Why it is important? Because one of the sources from borrowed capital is called as public deposits. You are going to study what public deposit is afterwards, but pay attention, public deposit includes the word public. It means that deposits can be accepted only by public limited companies, but here you can see that debentures can be issued by private as well as public limited companies. The only difference between debenture and deposit is deposits can be accepted by public limited companies, but debentures can be issued by private as well as public limited companies. Next is listing. Listing is nothing but a sort of registration, right? Debentures must be listed with at least one stock exchange which is recognized by government, such as Bombay Stock Exchange. You will have to register it, you will have to do its listing before issuing them. 14th point is very easy. Transferability. Debentures are transferable like shares. It means you have right to sell your debentures after following a particular procedure. Before selling this particular debenture to the person, you will have to fill instrument of transfer. Instrument of transfer is just a technical word. It is nothing but a form which you will have to fill before selling your debentures. Now please go through all the features. Now after that I will explain what are the different types of debentures. Just like preference shares, there are 8 types of debentures. First you go through all the features, then I will explain you the types of debentures. Okay. Okay, I have given you some time to go through the features. Now please proceed with the types of debentures. As you can see, just like preference shares, there are 8 types of debentures. We will explain, I will explain you one by one. 8 types of preference shares depending on the basis of security, on the basis of transfer, on the basis of repayment, on the basis of conversion. This particular segment you have studied in preference shares, so I will explain you in at the beginning on the basis of repayment. It is very easy. It is redeemable and irredeemable debentures. You can see, just like preference shares, debentures are redeemable after a particular period of time. ये हम लोगों ने redeemable preference shares में भी पढ़ा था, फिर से एक बार पढ़ाता हूँ. Redeemable debentures are those debentures which are redeemed after a particular period of time. That particular time is mentioned on the debenture certificate. It means while issuing the debentures, a debenture holder will be in a position to know that the said debentures are repaid by the joint stock company after a particular period of time, and repayment can be made at a fixed date at the end of the particular period or in installments. मतलब the amount is repaid once at the time of maturity, or it may be returned to the debenture holder in installments. For example, if the debenture is issued for 5 years, company may return you some amount every year, or it may return the entire amount after 5th year. But common thing is the debentures are redeemable, that is you are going to get your investment back after a particular period of time, and during that particular period of time you will get interest at fixed rate. Now next type is irredeemable debentures, the debentures which are not redeemed during the lifetime of the joint stock company, the debentures which are repaid at the time of winding up. Here you can see the next word is liquidation of the company. Winding up and liquidation are same. So debentures which are repaid at the time of liquidation are called as irredeemable debentures. Company will not repay its amount during the entire lifetime of the joint stock company. जब कंपनी डूबेगी तो ही तुम लोगों को पैसा तुम्हारा वापस मिलेगा, and which is uncertain, right? ये कब होगा मालूम नहीं. Now just like convertible preference shares, these are convertible debentures. So convertible debentures are those debentures which can be converted into equity shares of the joint stock company after a particular period of time. This particular right to convert your debenture into equity share is mentioned in the debenture certificate, right, at the option of the debenture holder. If the debenture holder want to get his debentures converted into equity share, then that particular debenture holder's debentures are converted into equity shares of the same joint stock company. But pay attention, कि after converting his debenture into equity shares, pay attention, the creditor will be the owner of the joint stock company. Debenture holders are creditor. If he will convert his debentures into equity shares, then he will become the real risk bearer of the company, and he will stop earning interest. He will start earning dividend at a fluctuating rate. Next, non-convertible debentures. It is very easy. Non-convertible debentures are those debentures which cannot be converted into equity share. After a particular period of time comes to an end, debenture holder will get the amount back, that is he will get his amount back on the maturity date. He will not have right to convert his debentures into equity shares. Okay, actually these types are common between preference shares and debentures. Now we will proceed with uncommon points, these two, on the basis of security and on the basis of transfer. Secured debentures. Secured debentures are those debentures which are secured after keeping some property of the joint stock company as a security. It is mentioned in the trust deed right? And trust deed mentions the list of property which is kept as a security. Pay attention, in India every debenture is secured debenture, right? And the debentures which are issued without keeping any property as a security are called as unsecured debentures. Secured debentures are safe to to invest, and unsecured debentures are risky. Investment in unsecured debenture is risky as there is not any particular property kept as a security. This particular word is very important in India. You can see in India issuing unsecured debentures is completely prohibited. तुम्हारे कंपनी की फाइनेंशियल कंडीशन कितनी भी स्ट्रांग है तो भी तुम लोगों को जॉइंट स्टॉक कंपनी को अनसेक्योर्ड डिबेंचर इशू करने का परमिशन नहीं है. इट इज प्रोहिबिटेड. प्रोहिबिटेड मतलब सिंपली स्पीकिंग इट इज बैंड according to provisions of Indian Companies Act 2013. Now next is registered and bearer debentures. What registered debentures are? Registered debentures are those debentures on which the name of the debenture holder is mentioned. You will study it in the lesson number 3. There are two documents. First document is share certificate and the second is share warrant. Share certificate is that document which holds name of the shareholder on it, and share warrant is bearer, right? So whenever any company maintains register of debenture holders and every detail regarding that particular debenture is mentioned in the register of debenture holders, it is called as registered debentures. Every detail, like see here, name of the debenture holder, address of the debenture holder, particular of holdings, मतलब उसके पास कितने debentures है, उसका face value कितना है, उसने कितना पैसा भरा, कितना बाकी है, वो कहाँ रहता है, everything is mentioned in the register of debenture holders. These debentures are called as registered debentures. And pay attention, interest is paid on registered debentures through interest warrant. I think it is not mentioned in your textbook, but please mind it well. In case of registered debentures, interest will be paid through interest warrant to the debenture holder, because I know each and every detail of the debenture holder. You can sell your registered debentures after completing some formalities with a joint stock company. थोड़े टाइम पहले मैंने बताया था इंस्ट्रूमेंट ऑफ ट्रांसफर. You will have to fill that particular form, and after completing the formality you will sell your debentures to any other person. Exactly opposite of that is bearer debentures. Bearer debentures are those debentures which are not recorded in the register of debenture holders, because upon a debenture certificate your name is not mentioned. You can sell this particular debenture just by handing over it to another person. Here you can see the word mere delivery, MERE, delivery. Mere delivery मतलब if you want to sell your bearer debentures, just सामने वाले से पैसा लो, उसको debenture certificate दे दो, किस्सा खत्म. Because there is not any name, there is no any name mentioned on this particular debenture certificate. You have right to sell your debentures by mere delivery. अब प्रॉब्लम कहाँ होगा कि if you will sell your debentures to another person, I will not be in a position to know, the company will not be in a position to know who is having the particular debentures. मुझे इतना तो याद है कि मैंने तुम लोगों को बेचा था, बट अब मुझे ये पता नहीं कि तुम लोगों ने वो डिबेंचर्स किसको बेची. और एट द एंड ऑफ फाइनेंशियल ईयर मुझे तुम लोगों को इंटरेस्ट देना है एट अ फिक्स रेट, तो मैं इंटरेस्ट कैसे दूंगा. रजिस्टर्ड डिबेंचर्स के मामले में तो चलो उसका नाम पता वगैरह सब मेरे पास लिखा हुआ है, तो मैं उसको इंटरेस्ट वारंट भेज दूंगा. बट इन केस ऑफ बेयरर डिबेंचर्स, हाउ आई विल पे the interest, as I don't know name and address of the debenture holder at that time. Pay attention towards this line. Payment of interest is made by means of coupons attached to the debenture certificate. Here you can see the line. Payment of interest is made by means of coupons attached to the debenture certificate. जैसे कि मैंने बोला कि there are two documents, first is share warrant and second is share certificate. So share warrant के ऊपर भी किसी का नाम नहीं लिखा होता. So in just like share warrant, debenture certificate has got some coupons attached with the certificate, and company will give an advertisement in the newspaper that we have declared interest at a so and so rate, fixed rate. So if you have bearer debentures of our joint stock company, please tear that particular coupon, वो coupon फाड़ो तुम लोग, and deposit the sale coupon with company's bankers, and you will get the amount of interest deposited with your bank account. In case of registered debentures, interest is paid through interest warrant, and in case of bearer debentures, interest is paid through the interest coupons. Okay, so today we have studied a lot of syllabus from this particular lesson. We have studied what are the different types of preference shares, what are the debentures, what are the features of debentures, and what are the different types of debentures. So today I will stop here. In the next lecture, first I will finish the short note which I have kept aside, the short note of this retained earnings, right? In the next lecture I will finish first retained earnings, so that we will finish sources of owned capital, right? और borrowed capital में आज अपना एक पार्ट हो गया, कौन सा? Debentures and types of debentures. So we will proceed with another sources of borrowed capital, that is acceptance of deposit, bonds and all that. Okay, thank you very much. Again I am repeating, if you have any doubt, you are free to ask. You have our WhatsApp numbers. If you have any doubt regarding that, you can ask me. Thank you very much. Bye.